You're the God of this city. You're the King of these people. You're the Lord of this nation. You are.
And I am here to chat a little bit about a mission trip that I went on back in 2014. We went to a place called Shamokin, Pennsylvania, and came into a town that was probably the most poverty-stricken town I had ever seen, certainly in the United States. I was asked to go on a project team that was going out to a gentleman's house that had really been destroyed, but he was someone who lived kind of reclusively out in the woods. And slowly throughout the week, we started to see him come around and come out and watch what we were doing. And we were doing everything from, putting insulation into his house. We were putting new roofing on a place that didn't have any roof at all. We were trying to help his foundation of his house be stable. And one of the things that was the most important to him was he was really looking for us to put back all of these wood, sort of like paneling in his family room area. And there was literally nothing in his house. It had been really completely destroyed. And so, throughout the week, the team really worked with him, and he started to come in and really want to share what the different pieces of wood meant to him, and that they went in a certain order. And towards the end of the week, he actually invited us to have lunch with him, which was, he cooked hot dogs and beans for us around the campfire where he cooks everything because he doesn't have an indoor kitchen. And so that was super powerful for us to see him really come into, engaging with us and wanting to tell us his story. So after the week ended, we were reluctant to leave because we really had an amazing experience, and really felt like God was working in that week and bringing Bob out of his shell to us and bringing us kind of the right group of people to him that really just kind of engaged. And so the last day, as we were packing and preparing to come back to New England Chapel, Bob actually made his way into town. Not exactly sure how he got into town, but he made his way into town, and he came to the church where we were staying, and he wanted to meet and sort of see the rest of the team that we had told him about that was here. There's probably 30 or 35 of us. And he came in, and this is actually a picture of Bob, and he shared his story. He sat down and everyone sort of gathered around, and you can kind of see, and he shared sort of the hardships of his life, and he talked about the different challenges that he had had, many of which were, pretty tragic and pretty difficult situations. And he really had never experienced anyone being so kind to him as we had been. And so, you just felt like, God had gotten a hold of him, and certainly God got a hold of all of us. And it was just an amazing time. He spent about an hour talking with us and answering questions. And I was thinking, here's this reclusive guy that we were told probably wouldn't engage with us, and now he is fully engaged. And I just really was convinced at that moment that, God works in amazing ways. And it has always encouraged me, that experience has encouraged me to continue to serve and to participate in other mission trips.